Welcome to Dean's Squeaky Toy Hour! So yes, I'm going to review a few squeaky toys. See your Pickles likes them as well. Not too fond of that one, I don't think she is. How terrifying is that though? Next up, we have this thing. Has the worst squeak. Listen to this, Pickles. Like that? No, okay, you don't like that one, do you? What about this one? The hat, the wizard hat. Oh, you really do not like the wizard hat, do you? Squeaks. No, okay, I don't think she likes a wizard hat. And that's Dean's Squeaky Toy Hour. Minute, seconds, I don't know. Right, so for today's video, I could be honest, I hadn't planned. I don't know. What do you think we should do, Pickles? I think we'll make this the tram video, because I love tram journeys. I'm a man who loves his tram journeys. One thing that I just can't stand about trams are the people on trams. Now don't get me wrong, there are some nice people on there. There are some genuinely nice people and people who just generally just want to sit down and just generally sit down generally. You get this rare breed of like idiot and they just think that they own the chair section. So here you are sitting down on the chair and a lovely decrepit old lady comes on the train and you've got to... Yes, Pickles. A decrepit old lady. And she comes on the train and she's looking quite fragile and you look around and... Pickles, you meant to be sharing the camera. She comes on the tram and she's looking quite flustered. The tram's knocking her side to side. She's like ricocheting off the doors and into people. And of course, you as a human see this poor lady in distress and you've got a seat. So it makes sense to give that seat to that lady because you're not going to be ricocheting off the sides. But you do get those people that just stare and they don't do anything. It's the awareness of it all and like people not even paying attention to this poor lady who's going oh. Now we get to my least favourite people. I call these the imaginary friends. Now, the imaginary friends are people who sit on the chair that's not the window seat, but leave it blank open. And even when the tram is just jam-packed and the sardines, everyone's packed, not everyone's sardines, but everyone's just crammed together like sardines, but this person's just sitting there, invisible friend sitting next to them, you know, and they just don't move up a little to let someone sit next to them, or they don't. Pickles, will you make your mind up where you're going? And then you get the people who just like to rest their bags and their sheets of paper on their invisible friend's lap. This means getting their bag that they could easily rest on their lap, and they just put it on the chair. You know, this tram's meant to be for people to sit on, so they've got their bag here and they're just looking at people and say,
"What? My bag has more reason to sit down in this chair than you do, person who's ricocheting off the walls."
Pickles, we calm down. This bird. Conductors, they're usually lovely people, they've got a big smile, except if you give them a £20 note. They do not like being given £20 notes. You get the biggest sigh in the world to the point where it literally blows you back and they go,
"I have to get change."
And you're there like,
I'm sorry.
you know, because you go to an ATM, sometimes the ATM only dispenses £20. You know, what are you going to do? Pickles, that is paperwork. Another thing I can't stand is when you're waiting for the tram and there's those people that are already eyeing up their competition who can get on first. And you do get those people who just barge on, they don't even let people off. That's another thing. They don't even let people off the tram first, which is common decency what you should do. So when someone's coming off and they're about to go on, they just walk in. They don't care. They cut through the tires. They think they're Moses. They just go through people. And you can see people getting a bit pissed off, but they don't care. As long as they get on that tram first, that's all that matters. Then they can sit down with their imaginary friend, put their bag on their imaginary friend's lap, and just sit back and watch the sardines. So yeah, that concludes my tram rant, I suppose. It's at least exciting as I thought it would actually be, but hey, what are you gonna do? It's trams. So yeah, moral of the story: don't have an invisible friend on the tram. Don't rest your bags on their laps, and be more aware, be more thoughtful about the other people that are on, like little old ladies or people with crutches or anything like that, or pregnant lady. I mean, the amount of times I have seen people like just disregard these people that need seats, and I feel like I have to make a point. I mean, I don't obviously. I don't go like, don't stand up and just look at all the other people and go,
take my seat. These lot will not. I will let you take my seat.
You know, you don't need to obviously do that, but just say, would you like a seat? You know when you're asking for the bill? You go, would you like a seat? Would you like to sit down on my lap? So, it's the thought that counts, and you get so many grateful people on the tram because it's such a rare thing these days. Anyways, that's all for today. Have a fantastic day, and stay tuned next time for the next squeaky toy review. Pickles doesn't like that, do you, love? I do apologise.
Another thing I can't stand. Another thing I can't stand. Another thing I can't stand. Another thing I can't stand.
Another thing I can't stand.